I love my life without Instagram. And this is coming from somebody who used to live for the gram. That we're addicted to social media. Look at your screen time and understand that you're not getting that time back. You don't need social media to have this type of life that you want to prove to everybody that you have. Hello. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Got my handy dandy iced coffee. I just wanted to chat with y'all really quick about how deleting my social medias has impacted my life greatly, drastically. Okay, so a little backstory. I grew up in an era where social media was already very normal. I did not know what life was like before social media because by the time I was like a kid and you had a device and stuff like that, like social media was already a thing. So I pretty much didn't really know life without it. In the past, I would be the type of person to like deactivate my account, come back, or just whatever, never really just letting it go. Because it seemed like you just have to be on social media. You feel like you're missing out on so much, like it's how you stay connected with people. It's how, it's social media. It's a day and age we live in, right? So I had got to like a very interesting, drastic sort of a breaking point in my life earlier this year. And I remember thinking like, I'm just ready to let all this shit go. Like I was at the point where I'm like, I knew that I was more concerned with how things looked to other people than how things really were in my own life. And this is me being completely vulnerable because, boo, I like to look like I was having my shit all the way together. Okay. You can tell I was going through a thing, based on my social media. But also it got to the point to where I just didn't identify with the like character or whoever I was on social media. Like even so many people, all the people that I had like on my Instagram, people from so long ago, like I'm like, do I really need to know what they got going on? Do I really need to know what these people are doing? Do they really need to know what I got going on and what I'm doing? And of course, you choose how much you share on social media. And let me tell you, I was an oversharer. I shared everything. You're going to know what I eat, what I drunk, the walk I went on. Like, listen, honestly, I was damn near serial killer bait. Okay. Like, I definitely shared so much. And getting off of it was a challenge, but not at the same time, just because of where I was mentally by the time I said, okay, I'm just going to delete my pages. I'm deleting them. I don't ever want to come back. I don't want to be able to log back in and all the same people be able to find me immediately and have access. No, if I were to ever get back on social media, it would probably be from a business standpoint because my life has become so much more peaceful since I got off social media. Like since I stopped having like a personal page, and the first thing that I noticed was how much stuff in my life that I wasn't in the moment being present with because I'm too busy trying to record or take a picture. Like honestly, the way my life is now, if I was still on social media, I would be popping my shit way harder because my life has really upgraded a lot. Even when it comes to eating, right? I was one of those girls where the camera eats first. Like, okay, we all got our food. Hold on, wait, nobody touched your stuff. Let me get a picture. Let me get a video. Put my little songs and my little thing, whatever. Curate. Now I literally look at someone like me and my man. We go to restaurants. We've been to so many cool, beautiful, nice types of restaurants, and that's the type of content I also want to bring to my YouTube. We've been to some really nice restaurants where but I'm like, well, I don't really need to take a picture of it because the only reason I was taking a picture, right, of it in the first place, because I wanted to show everybody on social media, look how good I'm eating. That's really what it is. That's really what it comes down to when it comes to social media and sharing so much. Everybody's trying to just show off and prove a point. Like, yeah, look how good I'm eating. Look how sweaty I am after my workout. Look how good my body looks after this workout. It's just it's almost like it's kind of just fake or like what point am I really trying to prove? just live your life, just experience your life, just be lit in real life instead of trying to seem lit on social media, so that's what I had to like really get to. And then even when it came to like my interpersonal like relationships and stuff, without social media, there are just some things that are not a thing. I don't gotta worry about so this old ex or somebody from so long ago sending me a random DM or liking my picture, and now I'm thinking like I don't gotta think, that's not a thing for me no more. I don't gotta think about you know what I see on someone's story and oh, this person was there with this person and they didn't invite me, and all of that's not a thing. Even my friends, like I am so grateful for having just such great friends in my life, like such great friends in my life, to where I love the fact that in when they reach out to me, it's not because they've seen my Instagram post, so they're responding, they're swiping up on my story, they've seen my Facebook status, so they're commenting. I like the fact that I got to be on your mind and you got to pick up the phone, you got to call me, or you got to pick up the phone and you got to actually reach out to me because I was on your mind, not because you saw something that I posted on social media and it made you think of me. It just feels so much more genuine. Like my relationships all around me feel so much more genuine. Like the other day, my cousin texted me, and this is because we don't even talk all the time at all. But she reached out, was just like, "Yeah, you're just on my mind. I want to see how you're doing. Love you." That meant so much more than me just passively posting my life and her actually liking and then liking the post or comment and oh y'all look good. Like it meant more that she actually reached out, and that's just one of the things that I love. A big thing, of course, outside of my interpersonal relationships and how I'm relating to everybody and how people are relating to me and how searchable I am and findable I am and how much my business you do or don't know. Besides all of that, the amount of productivity I've gotten back, the amount of focus that I've gotten back, I get so much more done. I'm just so much more present in my real life. It's night and day. It's night and day. I became so much more in love with my life when I was by focusing on living my life, being present in my life, and not trying to prove something with my life. I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove. And that's really where I had to get to when it came to deleting social media. Like, I have nothing to prove. I can still go get professional pictures taken of me and my family, and I don't got to worry about what my caption is going to be. I don't got to do that. All I got to do is, hey, I'm going to actually get physical pictures printed out. Hey, instead of me taking Christmas pictures and posting it, I'm excited to actually send Christmas cards out to people this year. Like, I don't know. I just love it. I love my life without Instagram. And this is coming from somebody who used to live for the gram. Okay. I lived for a nice curated dump. I lived for stories. I lived for seeing how many likes I got, how many views I got. Like I used to live for it. I was a product of my generation, 100%. But I fought back. And even the fact that Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, I deleted all of them. I deleted the profiles. Got past the 30 days. The fact that they try to give you 30 days to change your mind, that's literally designed because they know most people cannot. They know most of us are addicted, that we're addicted to social media. They know that, okay, yeah, she said she's going to delete her profile, but let's see if she make it through 30 days of not logging in, and then we'll see. But boo, I made it. I made it to the other side, and I'm telling you, I'm better off because of it. I truly believe if you really feel like you need a real refresh just of your own mind, your own life, if you constantly feel like you're behind or that everybody's doing all these different things and you don't feel like you're doing enough, like unless you got a social media for your business, because there are people who do, and I understand it completely. Like I said, the only way I would make another page is literally for the business. I do. Me and my man, we got a business. I got a business Facebook, but literally delete your social media. Like I'm honestly saying, don't even deactivate it. Delete it. Delete it. I deleting my social media was kind of like the thing that my brain needed to say, we're just deleting that archetype of person now. You're gonna that allowed me to really, really reinvent myself. And I don't mean it in a way of where, because when the other times where I feel like I was rebranding my life, I think what set me back from my rebrand was me trying to like rebrand my life or whatever and prove it on social media, right? Like, look what I'm doing now. Look at I'm reading this type of stuff. I'm going to these type of places. This is what I'm doing. And there's always going to be something to come back to remind you of who you were. Or if you make content, it'd be hard for people to see you outside of the type of content you used to make into now the content that you want to make. Like all of that. So just I've just had like a life refresh by getting off of social media. And I just really recommend it for anybody that's trying to do it. Like it is worth the challenge to embark on. Think of it as those 30 days, go make it like a fast, make it like a challenge. That's what I did for myself. I got off of social media and other things for that amount of time, and I celebrated on day 30. Like, I told my man, I was like, today is actually marks the day that my accounts were deleted, and it was a good thing that we had a toast to, because I knew how much that was for me, how social media, like I wasn't even a person who had like, oh, this was my old page, I had to remake a page. I had all the same social media accounts since I made my social media accounts. So like since I was like 13, you know? And it's just like I just wanted to grow up. I had to remember like there are people who live great lives, live abundant lives, or people that are very wealthy and rich who don't have social media. You don't need social media to have this type of life that you want to prove to everybody that you have. Just live. Is it not like that's the point I had to get to? I had to say, Araya, is it not enough to actually have it in real life? Like even when it came to, like my relationship, you wondering about, oh, who's hating or who's doing this, or oh, such and such, she saw my post, with this and this nice gesture that my man did for me, and she didn't like it. I noticed all my other friends like it, and it's not even a thing. None of that shit even matters, because in real life I get flowers. In real life, this shit is happening for me. And that's what I had to get to. That's what I had to learn. And so I really just recommend delete it. Delete the Instagram. Delete the TikTok. TikTok, I do have a little spam TikTok that I have, but I haven't been on TikTok in a couple of months because of the scrolling. I was losing too much time. Like I'm telling you, you take the social media out of it, you get so much time back to do things that you actually want to do. But I had to do that. I had to say, listen, I don't got nothing to prove. I don't got to prove my relationship. I got to prove myself. I got to prove my finances. I got to prove nothing what type of house I got. I don't got to prove nothing. All I got to do is live in real life, and that's enough. If you have been a chronic social media user, if you're like me, I'm about to be 27 this year. So if you was born anywhere from the 99s to the 2000s, and you like me, and you've only known the world with social media, learning the world without it you will learn more of yourself. Okay, honestly and truthfully. And it can be hard, like if you make money from social media and stuff, like it'll probably be hard to let it go, but if it's taking more from you energetically in so many ways, like look at your screen time and understand that you're not getting that time back. The 3 hours you spent scrolling on Instagram or however, you're not getting that time back. That's in real life taking time away from you. You know, is it worth that? There were plenty of millionaires and billionaires before social media was a thing. And that's another thing I had to realize. Just because you want to have a certain profession, or even if you want to do e-commerce or dropship, whatever it is that you want to do, you don't necessarily need to have a personal page to do that. You don't need to be scrolling and all that to do that. There were already millionaires and billionaires before social media was a thing. And a lot of the people who we follow and look up to don't even run their pages. A lot of them have accounts and they don't even run their pages in real life. That's a real thing. I just watched a thing. Megan Thee Stallion said that she doesn't run her Instagram. So delete the page and start fresh. Be on a new page with yourself. If you feel like you like me, like I love to curate dumps, and like me and my man, we travel so much. I have so many pictures from all the traveling we did this summer. I'm excited to make a physical scrapbook. Like, fuck an Instagram dump. I want something that I can give our kids, like, yeah, this is how we was living. and these are the pictures, and this is the food, and this. I'm excited to do things like that personally. So if you are like me, and that's the type, and that's the phase of life you're trying to get to, you're trying to not be such a product of what the world has become, and just be original, be yourself. Not have You don't got to prove your life through social media. You don't got to prove your life through social media. You deserve to just be present, and it be enough for you to just be present. You experiencing the things in real life is enough validation. You don't need any external validation. It's valid enough that you're actually living the things that you want to post so bad, hopefully, you know. So I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.